Joining me now to discuss, Jack Spencer, the Senior Research Fellow at the Heritage Foundation, alongside Mark Morano, former member of the Senate Environment Public Works Committee and founder of ClimateDepot.com, author of The Great Reset, The Global Elites, and The Permanent Lockdown. All right, Mark, we now have 1,600 scientists who've said this is all a hoax, it's all garbage, but I'm starting to lean at all these scientists, especially ones that study climate, it's not exactly a lucrative field, they all agree with the people who fund them.
Yes, in fact, the clip you just showed of Cenk Unger, when he says 99%, like Al Gore, or 97%, those are studies that were based on over 10,000 scientists that they whittled down to 77 anonymous scientists. We don't know their names, their affiliations, and they claim 97, 99% consensus. It's not even 99 scientists. The studies are based on 77 anonymous. So it's also an appeal to authority when he does that. It's kind of like saying, well, all doctors agree with Anthony Fauci. Well, when you cancel, defund, and censor the ones who disagree, that's all you're going to get. But they're fighting back in climate. This petition of 1,700 scientists is huge. The Nobel Prize-winning physicist from last year, John Clauser, just joined it. And for his trouble, his talk was canceled at the International Monetary Fund because he was outed as a climate skeptic. The establishment is now out to get a Nobel Prize-winning scientist because he joined this list of scientists rejecting the climate emergency.
But also, everything in this movement, Jack, is messed up. I mean, it always turns out to be false. Like seas will rise, global boiling, or whatever the heck Al Gore said. A European study found that paper straws now, which were supposed to be, we're saving the environment. Paper straw that came in a plastic wrapper, by the way, contained potentially toxic chemicals, which could pose a risk to people, wildlife, and the environment. I mean, poof. What are we doing here?
Well, I wish I could tell you what we're doing here. What we're doing with the straws, we know that paper straws, the worst thing about paper straws is they don't work. It's not that they're going to give us cancer. It's the same thing with the plastic straws. The environmental left comes after us at every possible opportunity, whether it's ice cream trucks and pizza ovens in New York City or our internal combustion engines here all across the United States. They keep ratcheting up, and it's obviously not about the environment. It has nothing to do with the environment. Even following their own science, their own models, we could reduce CO2 to zero in this country. It would have virtually no impact on the environment using their science. It's all about economic control, controlling what we do, consolidating power, and telling us how to live our lives.
Right. But Mark, I got about a minute left, but in the interest of preserving the environment, these wind junkies, which are like, this is wind energy, it's clean. They have 5-year-old wind turbines across 30, 50, 100-acre plots at a time, just rotting there because they're past their expiration date, but it cost 5 years of carbon footprint to produce them.
Yeah, we're finding out, and of course, the offshore wind they're doing off the Atlantic is now killing whales and beaching them, very credible evidence and correlations, and they produce virtually no energy. Here's the bottom line when it comes to wind and solar and renewables. You can go back 100 years, 80% of our energy is fossil fuels. Fast forward to now, 80% of our energy is fossil fuels. This is still a boutique energy that is not going to take over for fossil fuels, yet our politicians are literally juicing the system to crush our energy to make this happen, and they're not friendly to the environment. They also require all the rare earth mining and the importing from China with horrible human rights abuses.
Yeah, exactly. Jack, last 30 seconds to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, the fact of the matter is, whatever you subsidize, you're going to get more of, and this is all about taking taxpayer money, taxpayer resources, funneling it to cronies throughout the system, and that's why the wind and solar don't work, not in an economically sustainable way, because of all the subsidies. So we keep subsidizing, keep getting more things that don't work. What we need to do, get rid of all the energy subsidies, let them all compete. That will make sure Americans have access to the best energy at the best prices.
Weird concept. I think it rhymes with capitalism. It's also like Jennifer Granholm, the energy, she's investing in electric bus companies that go bankrupt. It's unbelievable. Jack, Mark, appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Carl.